Tonight's forecast is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.
Let's get right to the forecast here, because the more I ramble on, the more you're going to want to change the channel, and we're not going to get past anything, right? So clear skies is expected tonight. So if you're doing anything later on this evening here, nothing to be complaining about. 61 outside of Ridgeway. They may be heading out to the Smith River Sports Complex, taking the little furry friend for a walk across our friends towards the city of Martinsville, Henry County. Meanwhile, if you're heading towards Bassett, Stanleytown, Phildale communities, pretty nice as well. Overnight lows in the 50s across much of our entire coverage area. So Ferrum all the way up towards Boone's Mill, up towards Rocky Mount there, Medizzadan, as you make your way towards Stewart and Claudeville, Ararat, most likely seeing the similar temperatures what you get there. A little bit cooler though, obviously, but the theme you're going to be getting tonight is clear skies. So you may be able to see that full moon that is going to be in effect for us, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later on for the month of October, which I believe September's month is the harvest moon. If not, I'm going to make sure that is correct before we get right into things here. But temperatures for our Thursday, low to mid 80s across many of our hometowns. So a very nice and sunny, cool afternoon for this month and for this time of year, as we do begin the the first day of September. Kind of hard to believe that, because the time just continues to zip on by. The full moon for September is the harvest moon. We had the full sturgeon's moon a few weeks ago. So, and of course, Friday the 9th of September is when the harvest moon will begin to peak at its time frame. So that is their monthly moon for the month of September, the full harvest moon. And typically we call that is because generally this time speaking, we normally begin to see things harvesting. A lot of people are beginning to get their fall crops and everything underway for that. So if you're wondering why we have a name, and that's every month of the name has a different type of moon months, or excuse me, every moon of the month has a given name to it. So we have the sturgeon's moon for August because it's named after the sturgeon fish. We have the harvest moon for September because that's when we do begin to see a lot of our harvesting slowly start to begin and also end too. So maybe you live out towards some of our farm, rural areas. Maybe your neighbors have been doing some of that hay over the last couple of weeks. They've been trying to manage to get that in there. Thanks to all the rain that we've been able to see, they really haven't been able to do much of that either. So that's going to be the plus side for that. So get ready to see a lot of that hay begin to wrap up, and some of our corn and some of our particular things like that. Our vegetables are beginning, tomatoes, and I think even pumpkins and squash now are beginning to get very popular, as a lot of people like to have a lot of our vegetables for Thanksgiving and stuff of that nature. I know I'm going way off rails here, but anyway, I'm just letting you know that's kind of the fun fact about these names of whatever it may begin. So Thursday here, again, I showed you some area-wide temperatures here in the city, not to be complaining about lots of sunshine, and I've been very gracious enough to give you a 9 out of 10, just because, why not? You know, we've got 10 out of 10 today, and we had 9 out of 10 on your Thursday. Something else you're going to be noticing, a nice north breeze from Canada. Thanks to that, we have another front that's going to be sinking in and giving us so much relief in the heat again as you make your way for the upcoming Labor Day. Right now, things are looking a bit iffy. There could be a possibility for Saturday might be the better day for your Labor Day activity. Sunday right now is showing an increased chance of rain and showers and storms for us. So we'll keep a close tabs on that. And of course, Monday, still a few days away, but it does appear that we may have another chance at some showers and storms moving in. But behind this front, it does appear that things are going to get cooler as you get towards the first full week of September. Moving on now, and speaking of heating up, we have multiple storms we're keeping a track of. Potential tropical activity here. We've got three of them. A little concern of an area disturbance here. This is an 80% chance this would be next named storm would be Danielle. This is about a 60% chance here. Right now, we really don't know much about where this was going to go, but computer models are projecting this storm to kind of maybe make a U-turn because we'll have a cold front that's going to begin to sink in, and what that allow that to do, that front will be able to kind of interact with the storm and push it out to sea. So right now, this may not impact our Labor Day plans. So thankfully, we may not have any tropical weather from this, but do know there are parts of the Keys, Florida Keys down here. They may get some little interaction with the wave currents, but things are not looking highly an immediate U.S. threat at this time. So we'll keep you updated. 80% chance of this developing. This could develop by the end of today. If not, it would be the first time in nearly a while since there has not been a named tropical storm in the month of August for quite some time. As you know, we've been pretty quiet. Now things are beginning to heat up as we're approaching peak season. The average peak day is September 10th through right around the 15th, so we're right on target for that as well. So we'll definitely keep a close eye on this storm here. And again, this one out here, we'll continue to keep a close eye on another storm. This is coming in roughly at a 50% chance of possibly developing for us. So we've got 1, 2, 3 named potential storms. A better chance of this one right here. This could form within the next later hours of tonight, or possibly even in the start of the next couple of days. So if we see no named storm for the month of August, it would be the first time in a while, because typically August, late August, into most of September, that's when we do begin to see our names from the alphabet of the hurricane season begin to form. So definitely keep an eye on this one. Keep an eye on this one. Most likely this would probably become a fish storm. But again, the computer models are kind of generating this storm to kind of make a UE out in the sea. So a lot of the models bring it inland. Some models bring it a little out to sea. I think it's a little exaggerated. And we like to talk about this because winter storms are like this too. We talk about winter storms. Next day they could fizzle and disappear. But this one could be something to keep a close eye on. So that's all the time I have for you here. We appreciate your company as always. Do stick around. We're going to turn things over to sports. Chad Hall is back in the studio with a lot more coming up for Friday Night Football.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.